Welcome back to FlyEaglesFly News, where the energy never stops and the focus is always on the highs and lows of Philadelphia's finest. This season, the Eagles have delivered a roller coaster of incredible plays, jaw-dropping defensive stops, and moments that make every fan's heart race among all the storylines unfolding on the gridiron. One of the most compelling centers on Jordan Davis and his response to the Pro Bowl snub. It is one of those situations that sparks conversation, not only because Davis has dominated the defensive line, but also because of the way he embodies resilience, work ethic, and leadership in the face of disappointment, week after week. He has been an immovable force, shrugging off injuries and navigating the challenges that come with competing at the highest level. His approach is fascinating, because rather than dwelling on frustration, he channels every setback into motivation, proving that true greatness is measured not by accolades, but by the dedication poured into every play, every practice, and every moment on the field. Davis's reaction goes beyond defending his own performance. It is a statement about character, discipline, and commitment. He openly shares the extra hours he dedicates to training, the late nights fine-tuning technique, and the relentless effort to push his body and mind to the limit. This is the kind of commitment that separates elite athletes from the rest of the pack, where personal glory is secondary to team impact. For Davis, it is not about trophies or recognition. It is about being at his absolute best so he can lift the entire unit, protect his teammates, and contribute in every way possible. Even when faced with a perceived slight, his perspective remains grounded. He acknowledges the natural desire for recognition, the thrill of earning honors like the Pro Bowl, but he swiftly redirects his energy to the essentials, supporting his teammates, elevating his game, and maintaining the consistency that keeps the Eagles' defense formidable week in and week out. What stands out most is Davis's level of maturity in handling adversity. Instead of allowing disappointment to dictate his mindset, he leverages it as fuel. He focuses on improvement, teamwork, and preparation, demonstrating a professionalism that any coach would value. His influence spreads across the locker room, setting a tone of accountability and resilience that resonates through the defensive line. While fans debate selections and awards, Davis's impact is visible in every tackle, every sack, and every play where his presence shifts the dynamics of the game. His leadership is both silent and profound, inspiring those around him to match his intensity and commitment, raising the collective standard for performance alongside Davis. Players like Jalen Hurts exemplify the same championship mindset. Hurts' energy is contagious, not limited to his on-field skills, but extending to his mentality and presence in the locker room. Celebrating victories, such as the NFC East title, Hurts balances excitement with focus, demonstrating that while achievements are worth acknowledging, they are never the endpoint. He constantly emphasizes growth, the pursuit of bigger goals, and the relentless drive to build on success. This combination of celebration and preparation creates a culture where victories are milestones, rather than final destinations. A mentality that keeps the team striding and motivated. Hurts' approach highlights an essential principle of championship-caliber squads: ambition tempered with discipline, confidence paired with focus, and talent merged with a relentless drive to improve and dominate. The Eagles' ability to maintain focus amid challenges is remarkable. Injuries, roster adjustments, and external narratives often test the resolve of a team. Yet Philadelphia continues to demonstrate poise and adaptability. The return of Jalen Carter, for example, has strengthened not only the defensive front, but the confidence of the entire roster. Seeing players back in action ready to contribute adds stability and provides opportunities to redistribute responsibilities, maximizing team effectiveness. It is this synchronization between individual effort and unit cohesion that allows the Eagles' defense to remain a dominant force, capable of controlling the line of scrimmage, disrupting opponents, and producing game-changing moments. Each player's dedication, whether in recovery, film study, or additional practice sessions, contributes to a collective excellence that becomes greater than the sum of its parts. Beyond the defensive line, the Eagles exemplify balance between individual ambition and team priorities. Players naturally desire recognition, stats, and accolades, yet the overarching focus remains winning games and championships. This alignment between personal goals and team objectives is what transforms a strong roster into a championship contender. The leadership within the locker room, combined with the strategic oversight of the coaching staff, ensures that players remain disciplined, motivated, and united. Every individual understands that personal milestones are important, But they are secondary to collective success, whether that is securing playoff berths, excelling in divisional matchups, or pursuing Super Bowl glory. Offense and defense alike mirror this philosophy. The offense has demonstrated the ability to control the game, executing crucial drives and maintaining pressure on opponents when it matters most. Simultaneously, the defense, anchored by the resilience of its line, applies consistent pressure, forces turnovers, and produces pivotal plays. This equilibrium between scoring and stopping the opposition is vital. As the Eagles prepare for high-stakes contests, every matchup tests focus, stamina, and execution, yet players like Jordan Davis and Jalen Hurts showcase that elite performance transcends raw skill, encompassing preparation, consistency, and an unwavering dedication to team objectives. Even under the glare of national attention, the Eagles maintain a culture of accountability and intensity. Practices are rigorous, film study is detailed, and every player is expected to push beyond comfort to elevate their game. Jordan Davis exemplifies this ethos with late-night training, technical refinement, and an uncompromising commitment to peak physical and mental condition. This dedication is contagious, fostering a professional environment where younger players learn by example, and the team collectively raises its standards. The Eagles' approach is not merely about immediate success. It is about building sustainable excellence, cultivating talent, and ensuring that the team remains competitive and formidable year after year. While accolades, like the Pro Bowl, can spark debate, the internal recognition among teammates and league peers reflects the true measure of impact. Players such as Davis, Carter, and Hurts demonstrate excellence consistently, influencing games and lifting those around them. Every decisive tackle, strategic play, and defensive stop signals their contribution to the team's overarching mission. The Eagles' focus on performance over recognition underscores a mindset that prioritizes tangible outcomes, with individual honors taking a back seat to team achievement. Playoff positioning, and ultimately, championship aspiration. This season, the Eagles' journey to repeat as NFC East champions is a testament to talent, resilience, and meticulous preparation. Players understand that focus is critical. External noise must be managed, and discipline determines outcomes. Celebrations, while joyful, are tempered by awareness that the ultimate goal lies ahead, contending for Super Bowl success. Leadership from both veterans and emerging stars fosters growth, perseverance, and the mindset required to sustain excellence over a demanding schedule. As the Eagles continue to assert their dominance, every practice, every film session, and every matchup reinforces a culture where preparation, effort, and strategic execution define the team's identity, ensuring that Philadelphia is not just competing. They are setting a benchmark for professionalism and high-level performance. As the Eagles move deeper into the season, every game, every practice, and every decision becomes increasingly critical. The stakes rise, and the team's focus sharpens, knowing that championship opportunities are not guaranteed. They are earned through consistency, preparation, and resilience. Injuries are an inevitable part of the grind, and managing them while maintaining elite performance requires careful coordination between players, coaches, and medical staff. The return of key figures such as Jalen Carter has been pivotal, providing not just skill but leadership and stability along the defensive front. His presence allows the defensive unit to operate with greater efficiency, distributing responsibilities strategically, maintaining pressure on opposing offenses, and ensuring that the Eagles' line continues to dominate in the trenches. Alongside Jordan Davis, Maro Jama, and Jalen Phillips, Carter contributes to a versatile and formidable front that can dictate the tempo of the game and create opportunities for the rest of the team to capitalize. On the offensive side, momentum has been steadily building, guided by players like Jalen Hurts, whose leadership extends beyond tangible statistics. Hurts' ability to communicate, motivate, and keep the locker room aligned with the team's overarching objectives has been invaluable. Even in moments of celebration, such as winning the NFC East, he emphasizes perspective, reminding teammates that every accomplishment is a stepping stone toward larger goals. His mindset, combining ambition, discipline, humility, and focus, embodies the qualities necessary for sustained success. The Eagles' ability to sustain high performance over a long and grueling season is directly tied to players like Hurts, who balance confidence with a relentless drive to improve, ensuring that the team remains sharp, motivated, and ready to compete at the highest level week after week. Beyond the star performers, the supporting cast has risen to the occasion in subtle yet critical ways. The offensive line's consistency, precise quarterback execution, and seamless timing between receivers contribute to the team's rhythm and overall effectiveness on defense. The secondary has tightened coverage, linebackers have enhanced their play recognition, and rotational players have delivered decisive contributions at key moments. This depth ensures that the Eagles can maintain elite performance even when facing injuries or heavy rotations, allowing the team to sustain pressure, control momentum, and adapt to the challenges presented by each opponent. Every practice, film session, and individual effort feeds into a larger culture of excellence, demonstrating that a team's success relies as much on preparation and cohesion as it does on individual talent. The Eagles' approach to game preparation exemplifies meticulous attention to detail. Game planning is far more than designing schemes. It involves analyzing opponent tendencies, identifying weaknesses, and adjusting in real time to maintain a strategic advantage. Coaches and players alike dedicate hours to reviewing film, discussing situational strategy, and refining execution to ensure every play is optimized. Players like Jordan Davis take personal accountability seriously, translating this culture of preparation into their own routines. His focus on incremental improvements, mastering technique, and maintaining peak conditioning sets the standard for the rest of the defensive line. This dedication is not only about performance in a single game, but about building a team capable of dominating in high-stakes playoff scenarios and contending for the Super Bowl. Davis's influence on younger players is evident, teaching them that consistency, preparation, and mental toughness are essential ingredients for elite performance. Recognition and accolades are secondary considerations for the Eagles. While Pro Bowl nominations, All-Pro selections, and media attention generate conversation, the players prioritize performance and victories above all else. Jordan Davis's response to his Pro Bowl snub is emblematic of this mindset. Rather than dwelling on what might have been, he channels his energy into refining his skills, supporting teammates, and ensuring that the team continues to perform at the highest level. This perspective highlights a fundamental truth: achievement is measured not by external validation, but by impact, contribution, and the ability to influence critical moments in games. The team collectively mirrors this mentality, maintaining focus and discipline in the face of adversity, and using setbacks as fuel to elevate performance across the roster. The balance between personal ambition and team objectives is evident in every aspect of the Eagles' operation. Individual players pursue excellence, seeking recognition, statistical milestones, and personal development. But they understand that championships define ultimate success. This alignment between personal goals and collective priorities fosters a culture of accountability, dedication, and sacrifice. Players willingly take extra reps, stay after practice to refine techniques, and prioritize recovery and conditioning, all in the service of sustaining the team's competitive edge. The Eagles' culture is not built on talent alone. It is the product of relentless preparation, disciplined execution, and a shared commitment to winning. Every player understands their role, contributes to the team's cohesion, and embraces the sacrifices necessary to achieve greatness together. FlyEaglesFly News family, smash subscribe and hit like. Your support keeps the freshest Philadelphia Eagles updates flying in. Drop your take in the comments and let's talk birds. The Philadelphia Eagles locker room is reportedly in chaos, and the latest rumors have the entire Eagles nation split down the middle. According to sources close to the team, tensions have been simmering for weeks. But what recently leaked from inside the locker room has fans and insiders talking like never before. Whispers of a brewing internal crisis suggest that disagreements between star players and coaching staff could be reaching a boiling point. While the details remain unconfirmed, multiple insiders hint at heated arguments over play calling, leadership roles, and the overall direction of the team. Some fans are defending the team's leadership, insisting that such clashes are normal in a competitive environment, especially when expectations are sky high. Others, however, are sounding the alarm, worried that the drama could spill onto the field. Social media has exploded with speculation, as hashtags related to the alleged locker room disputes have begun trending, fueling the narrative that Philadelphia might be facing one of its most turbulent periods in recent memory. Analysts are debating whether this is merely a temporary flare-up or indicative of deeper fractures within the squad. The rumors suggest that key players may be questioning strategies, while some veterans are reportedly frustrated with the perceived lack of communication from coaches. Meanwhile, chatter around potential trades and lineup shifts has only added fuel to the fire. leaving fans scrambling to decipher fact from fiction, despite the uncertainty. One thing is clear, the Eagles' locker room drama has ignited a passionate debate across the fan base. Some see it as a necessary shakeup that could ultimately strengthen the team, while others fear it could derail their championship aspiration. No official statements have been made, leaving speculation to run rampant. Whether this internal storm will be weathered or grow into a full-blown crisis remains to be seen. But for now, the Eagles Nation is divided like never before. That's a wrap from FlyEaglesFly News. If you want the fastest Eagles updates, subscribe, drop a like, and turn on the bell. Sound off in the comments. Let's talk birds.